Hello and welcome to the second video of our four-part series of tips and tricks for Housemarque's Alienation. Lay back, relax your thumbs, and take a deep breath. It's time for just the tips. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Just the Tips. I am indeed Misa Perfect with Second Nature Gaming. Today we are taking an in-depth look at the different classes that you can play in Alienation, as well as the different skills each class has. Let's get started. Now, it is very important to note that each class plays very differently, especially if you do not have the weapons pack or seasons pack purchased and installed. Passives for all characters are the same, so we will go over these first. Athlete. When rushing, deal double damage and knock enemies down. For bonuses, movement speed increased by 10%. Invulnerability to damage when rushing, knock enemies down. Mini bonuses, increased rush distance, increased duration of knockdown. Power Punch. Adds a 60-degree sector to melee attacks where enemies hit in this sector take double damage. Bonuses. Small amount of health is regenerated for each hit. Enemies hit are slowed by 50% for a short time. Adds a damage over time where the enemy loses 1% of its total health for 5 seconds. Mini bonuses are an increase to radius or an increase to angle. And lastly, Survivor, hardcore character's best friend. If you are under 25% health, you will regenerate. Next bonus, when reduced to 0 health for the first time, you will not die. Instead, you recover 25% health. Next, short burst of invulnerability after hitting 0 health. And then lastly, maximum health is permanently increased by 25%. Mini bonuses of health orb strength or maximum xenoflower duration. Tesla Charge. 2 bolts of energy damaging all enemies in path. Bonuses. Stuns enemies hit but not killed. Reducing move speed to 0 for a short time. Next, fires 3 bolts instead of 2. Next, main energy bolt deals damage to nearby enemies. Small bonuses, increase to damage or an increase to beam width. Shield. A barrier is created in front of all players nearby for 15 seconds. Life Leech with primary weapon when shield is active. Shield damages nearby enemies with electricity. Projectiles are reflected back to the enemies. Mini bonuses of increased shield time or increased toughness. Ground Smash. Smashes the ground, releasing shockwaves that damage enemies. Knocks down most enemies that survive Smash. Smash leaves area electrified, causing enemies to take damage over time and to be slowed by 30%. 3 smashes in quick succession. Mini bonuses of increased smash damage and increased smash radius. Biospecialists are healer type classes. While the Biospecialist does have a lovely offensive skill, this class shines with defense and retreating. Poison Cloud. Release a trail of toxin that damages enemies. Slows targets, movement speed, and reaction time by 30%. Produces 3 separate clouds, 1 left, 1 right, and 1 behind. When poison is almost done, releases an area of effect cloud around the player. Mini bonuses of increased poison time and increased poison damage. Healing. Restores an amount of health over time. Increased movement speed by 40% when healing. instant burst of healing followed by a regular heal over time. Recharge drops 50% more often while healing. Mini bonuses of increased healing amount and increased healing time. Wraiths release 3 swarms of nanomachines that last for 10 seconds. Swarms seek and damage nearby enemies. Heals player as nanomachines cause damage to enemies. Produces an extra swarm, 4 total. Produces an extra swarm, 5 total. Mini bonuses of Wraiths last longer. Speed boost for swarms. Saboteur, an offensive class that is a wonderful addition to a party. This class has 2 offensive skills and 1 defensive. Even the defensive skill has amazing offensive capabilities. Plasma Sword, 2 melee attacks that damage all enemies in front of the player in a cone. Heals 3% of damage done. 1 additional attack, 3 melee attacks total. After each attack, increased movement speed for 1 second. Mini bonuses of increased damage and increased cone size. Artillery Strike pulses around the player, marking enemies. Marked enemies are then hit by artillery. Rush recharges faster with Artillery Strike active. 20% area of effect damage to targets close to marked enemies. Increases damage by 30%. Mini bonus increases radius, increased target time. Camouflage. Player becomes invisible for 7 seconds until they attack or interact with an object. After an attack or an interaction, camouflage reactivates. Require fewer orbs to recharge. Attacks when invisible receive a damage boost. Boost continues for a short time after stealth breaks. Mini bonuses of increased camouflage time. Speed boost while camouflaged. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Misa Perfect with Second Nature Gaming. This has been Just the Tips Part 2 of 4 for Housemarque's Alienation. Join us next time where we break down the different weapons available in Alienation. As always, if you found this video useful, please do hit like and subscribe to show your support, and we'll see you next time.